Okay, friends, so I got cut off on that video. I'm picking it up where I left off here. I was talking about wording, talking about, the revolution of shipping, the history of shipping, the revolution of shipping, and the current day shipping all have that similar word pattern. They all end with the same word, but then also another pattern I was mentioning is to start them. Corvette Stingray, the production of the Corvette Stingray, the power of the Corvette Stingray, and the popularity of the Corvette Stingray. Notice the wording is similar, and they'll start with P. The primary reason is to help my audience remember. If I can help them remember, they're going to walk out remembering more about the topics, the main points, and that will help them remember the content of the speech. I'm going to help them along. Third is length. I want to make sure my three main points are similar in length of how much time I devoted to each one. In a 5 to 6 minute speech, you will have about a minute and a half for each main point. You're going to have about 30 seconds for your introduction, about 30 seconds for your conclusion, more or less. And then if I do 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, that's 1.5, 3, 4.5, that's 5.5 minutes for the speech. So know how long you have to present, and then shape your speech length, main points of the length of each main point to fit the amount of time. What you don't want to have is out of let's say 4 minutes, 2 minutes here, 1 minute here, and then like 30 seconds over here, or 2 minutes, a minute and a half, and 30 seconds, because it will look ridiculous. It will look unbalanced, but it will also tell your audience maybe at least one of two things. First of all, he didn't prepare very well. Certainly he didn't prepare for that third main point, so we just kind of cut it off and left it all by itself out in the cold. So you want to have that balance. It will also say you didn't practice very well, because they're going to think, well, maybe you did have information, but you didn't practice well enough, so you kind of forgot that information for your third point, and so you just kind of left it out because you didn't remember it. So which may not be true. It's just that you didn't plan well in terms of balancing the time for each one. So give each one its appropriate length. You can make them, they don't have to be exactly the same, but they should be reasonable. Okay, and then the order, there are specific strategies for ordering our speeches. And I'm going to wait till I get to my next video on that coming up on organizing and outlining the speech to talk about the order that they should go in. Okay, so anyway, so that's all I want to say about that. And I'm going to come back and talk about organizing your speech from chapter 9. All right.